So I'm going to start by using my Kevin Auschwin Essential Skin Enhancer in SX07. I mixed it with a white base because it's a little too dark for me, and I'm just going to use that as my primer. Now that I'm done putting my my concealer as my base, I'm going to go ahead and take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm going to dip that in some translucent powder. I'm just going to use that to set my eye. So we're going to be using the Tarte Pro palette for this look. I wanted to go ahead and start with the color No Filter, which is right here. It's a more plummy color. And I'm just going to take that on my e.l.f. eye crease brush and just get some color on there and apply it on my crease. Now I'm going to take my Smith Cosmetics 230 brush and I'm going to dip that into No Filter just slightly, like about this much. Very small amount, and just start blending. So now that that's blended out properly, just to blend it out a little bit more, I'm going to take my 232 brush, also by Smith Cosmetics, and I am going to dip it slightly into that shade, just a tiny bit. I'm actually going to tap off the excess, and I'm just going to go back over it. You're trying to kind of wing it out over here, just kind of bringing it out a little bit more, like this. Totally optional, but that's the kind of look I'm going for. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush. This one's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I believe it's number 12. The number's rubbed off. But just an angled brush, any thin kind of brush, but this is the first one I saw. So I'm going to go ahead and take Vamp. Right next to No Filter is a darker purple shade. I'm just going to dip my brush in there, and I'm going to kind of line above here a crease. Now, if you can find like a pencil brush or something, that would be a lot better to use than this, but this is what I found. And we want to kind of pull that out over here too. Don't try to be like super neat or anything on this. It's okay. And so now that we've got that, I'm going to take my 230 brush again. Gonna slightly dip it in Vamp, just a tiny bit, and work on blending these. You don't want Vamp to come up too high, so try to focus on just blending back and forth instead of upwards. When you're done with that, go ahead and take your brush, your bigger brush, your big blending brush. Mine's my 232. Dip it a little bit back into No Filter, just a tiny bit, and then kind of blend over everything. And try to blend that a little bit more up. We're going to go ahead and use some glitter. I'm going to be using a silver holographic glitter. This one's just from TKB Trading. It's called Holographic, I think, is just what it's called. They do have a few more shades like gold and blue and pink, and I think, I don't know, there's a couple other colors, but. So I'm going to go ahead and take my aloe vera gel, and I'm going to use that as my base. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. concealer brush. So I'm just going to get some aloe vera on there, and I'm going to kind of shape this and clean up this part down here to where I can put glitter on it. Try not to look up while you're doing this, because you will get aloe vera all over your lid. Okay, and then after you're done with that, just dip your brush into that holographic glitter and start placing it. going for an eye. And since I didn't get that tail very much, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my aloe vera and work this out. You do want it to kind of flick upwards out here, so try to make sure you do that. Okay, after you're done with that, take a baby wipe and some oil and just wipe away the excess under your eyes. And make a sharp kind of end point over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and we're gonna wing the eyes because this will look super fucking weird if we don't, so it's necessary. This applicator is literally the fucking worst. So I'm gonna switch over. That was like fucking eating the devil's asshole. That was fucking awful. So I'm switching over to my brush. Okay, and here's the completed look. You can slightly see the holographic effect, but not a ton. I did add on more liner. Getting your liner to be compatible with the shape is kind of the key here. I did apply my Kiss number 11 lashes as usual. So here's one last look at the eyeshadow. If you guys have any questions, any suggestions, recommendations, requests, just anything to say at all, please leave a comment down below. I love hearing back. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day after you finish watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.